Hi, I was wondering if I could trade in my coins.
Coin. Coin.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that's weird.
I'm Johto.
Hello, Pokemon fans! Last time we broke through space and time to trade with our past selves, and also unlocked the mysteries of the GS Ball to find Celebi, the last Johto mythical Pokemon. Sadly, that only brought our grand total to 246, meaning there were 5 Pokemon missing. With the inability to breed these bad boys, our dreams of the complete Gen 2 Living Dex were dashed. Until I remembered an old playground rumor about the coin case. Now, isn't this just a box to hold your casino tokens, you might ask?
Not gonna happen. I don't want to die today.
But let me assure you, it is much more than it appears.
Do not be fooled by his commonplace appearance. Like so many things, it is not what is outside, but what is inside that counts.
We are going to use the coin case to perform a trick called Arbitrary Code Execution. You might remember this from the Red, Blue, Yellow days, where we use similar tricks to get ourselves the one and only event Mew from Gen 1. Well, here we can use it to get any Pokemon we want, as well as make any Pokemon shiny. Sounds neat, yeah? But this time around, it's going to be just as fun as the first time. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start, note that you need to be playing on an English copy of Gold and Silver to make it work. So we'll have to say goodbye to Crystal for now. But this does work on the Virtual Console titles as well, and that's why it's so groundbreaking for Pokédex completionists like myself. You also need a lot of money to buy several items, so be sure you brush up on the cloning episode once again and start multiplying your nuggets. We also need a certain Pokemon. There's only one Pokemon we need to bend space and time to our every whim. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Quagsire. Wait, what? Seriously? Who knew? Quagsire is the most important Pokemon of Gen 2.
Quack!
Yeah, okay, well, not only do we need this big blue guy, but he needs to have Sleep Talk as his first move, and also has to be holding a protein. Sleep Talk, or TM35, can be found in the Goldenrod Underground, and protein can be purchased in many places, such as the Goldenrod department store. You also need a pretty extensive item list. This is where the money comes in, so let's get started on our item quest. See? Just like the Gen 1 Event Mew video. Told ya.
Here we go.
You will need to deposit the following items in your PC box, and they do have to be in this specific order. Slot 1 and 2 can be any item, any amount. Just not Pokeballs or potions, because these will actually come in later. Antidotes, Pokédolls, etc, etc. Just fine. Then in slot 3 you need 7x accuracy. Slot 4 is TM26 Earthquake. Fun fact, this can be found in Victory Road. If you remember that time we fought Brandon in a cave? I know. Which cave, right? Oh, that guy. But anyway, drop down this hole and you'll find TM26 down here. Okay, then slot 5, any item, any amount. Slot 6 is 94 Super Repels. Slot 7 is 1 Stardust. You can buy this from a rare goods dealer in the Goldenrod Underground. Seems shady.
Is this real Stardust? Like, for real? Yeah. Seems legit. I'll take it.
Since this shop is only open Monday mornings, you can alternatively find Stardust attached to Wild Staryu most of the time. Slot 8, any item, any amount once again. Slot 9 is 87 Dire Hits. Slot 10 is 55 Super Repels. You might be thinking we already had Super Repels in slot 6. Yeah, that's right. We need to overflow the first slot to 99, then rearrange the second stack here with 55. Note that there will also be one more stack of Super Repels later as well, so you'll need at least 99 here and in slot 6 to achieve the triple stack. Okay, slot 11 is 3 Ether, slot 12 is 94 Pokeballs, slot 13 is Berry Juice. Don't even get me started on berry juice. If you give a Shuckle a berry, just not the Shuckle I set free that one time, I hope Shucky is living his best life. Anyway, a berry attached to a Shuckle will have a 1 out of 16 chance of transforming into berry juice after each battle Shuckle wins. Yeah, this sounds fun, doesn't it? But if we want that sweet berry margarita, we gotta put in the work. Slot 14 is any item, any amount. Slot 15 is 95 dire hits. Just as with the super repels, this is a second stack of this, so you have to overflow the first stack and delete as needed. Slot 16 is 3 super repels. Slot 17 is your pass, as in your magnet train pass. Slot 18 is any item, any amount. Slot 19 is 46 potions. Slot 20 is HMO3 surf. Slot 21 is 1 X speed. Slot 22 is 18 full heals.
Oh, are we still going?
Yeah, we're still going here. Slot 23 is 51 flower mail. We haven't talked about the mail. Mail time! So mail is an item you can find in many varieties throughout your adventure. By writing a message on it and attaching it to a Pokemon, you can trade said Pokemon to someone, and they could read the mail. And in Gen 2, there was 0 censorship. Now some of these mail styles are very, very rare, coming as prizes from the quiz show in the Japanese-only Pokemon Communication Center we talked about last episode. Anyway, we are on the hunt for flower mail specifically, which can commonly be found in places such as, quote, just a souvenir shop. Yeah. In Mahogany Town. Slot 24 is going to be TM06 Toxic, which was a prize for beating Janine in Fuchsia City. Hope you kept that. Slot 25 is any item, any amount. And finally, slot 26 is TM41 Thunder Punch, which can be purchased from the Goldenrod department store. Congratulations on making it this far. Look at that list of items. Ay, caramba. Okay. Another caveat of this whole thing is that you have at least seen a Bellsprout, Machop, Machoke, or Omanite. As you know, we have them all. Now for the party Pokemon we need. You thought the item list was all we needed? You new around here? Oh no. We need a specific party. But don't worry, it doesn't involve endlessly searching for a Kangaskhan and a level 100 Alpha Pidgey this time. So the aforementioned Quagsire is actually going to be the 4th party Pokemon. In slot 1, you're going to want an egg. That's right. Wait, an egg? Why an egg? To put it simply, the Pokemon we are quote-unquote creating, again, this is not like Pokemon the first movie, I swear, is going to hatch from this egg. Most people make this egg from a Magikarp parent, or Gyarados. If you didn't find out already, different Pokemon eggs take different amounts of time to hatch based on their breed's egg cycle, and a Magikarp has one of the shortest egg cycles ever. Thing's basically cracking when you get it from the daycare man. So if you don't want to run around hatching eggs all week, get a Magikarp egg and make your time much shorter. The second Pokemon in your party can be anything, so I'll just stick with my trusty Typhlosion. Then in the 3rd slot, we need a Pokemon with a low level and low IVs, or individual values. To put it bluntly, a Pokemon that sucks. So here, I put in a level 3 Bellsprout. And then 4th, we have our sleep-talking Quagsire. Beyond that, you don't need any more Pokemon, but you can, if you want. So I recommend having a Pokemon that knows Fly. And that's the complete setup as far as Pokemon and items are concerned. There's one more thing that we'll need to do, and that's to set up the code. Not to refer back to the Gen 1 Mew video again, but that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Data in these games was basically stored via hex value, and what we will do is rewrite hex values by using the coin case when, in all reality, you are never ever meant to actually use this item. The code in this game is actually going to be tied to the name of your Pokemon PC storage boxes, oddly enough. Before we get into secret codes, make sure that box 9 in particular is empty, as it will be affected by this. I will also link a complete list of codes in the description below. So let's just go for Articuno first, shall we? As you remember, our egg in our party is in fact a Magikarp, but if we alter the name of box 9 of our PC and then perform the coin case glitch, he'll magically transform into a legendary bird, and thus, a legend is born. Sorry. Anyway, the transformation glitch involves a name of ! /RZ, followed by the 2-digit hex value of whatever Pokemon you're trying to get. By checking the list, we can see that Articuno is $, lowercase k. It is important if it's uppercase or lowercase. So completed. The name of box 9 should be !, /RZ, ? K. Perfect. Now, let's fly to Cherry Grove City and begin the glitch. Make sure you save inside the Pokémon Center before we start. Okay, follow these steps exactly. Go outside of the Pokémon Center, go directly to the Pokémon Mart. Enter the Mart and exit right away. And then take exactly 4 steps to the right. Once here, get out your Pokédex and listen to Bellsprout's cry. Now we need to open our item menu, and it is important that no matter what page you're on that you flip to a different section and then onto the key items. Once here, you can find your coin case, and you should actually have the option to use it. I know, weird. After doing that, the process should be complete. And trust me, I mean, should. Sometimes your low IV party Pokemon just doesn't work and you need a different one, but as you can see here, after we bike around for a while, our Magikarp egg hatches into a level 5 Articuno. So, Pokemon the Movie 2000 wasn't lying after all. You can find legendary birds here. And then beyond that, we can repeat the process from the point where we saved at the Pokémon Center on several more Magikarp eggs to hatch the other 4 Pokemon we need. Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo, and of course, Mew. In a completely unrelated side quest to the task at hand, we can interestingly find a secret item related to Mewtwo. As you'll remember, we recently checked out Cerulean Cave, only to find that it's been completely collapsed since we traveled through it years ago. However, not all traces of Mewtwo are gone. If we use our item finder here and go scuba diving, we can find something called the Berserk gene in the water. This item is a useless hold item that automatically gets used in battle and makes a Pokemon confused for 256 turns. Why would you use this? Well, in turn, it boosts the Pokemon attack stat, making them more powerful than ever. This item isn't important to find, but it does help us understand just what Team Rocket was trying to accomplish 3 years ago when we stopped their evil plans and caught our very own Gen 1 Mewtwo. Why does this whole thing sound familiar? Anyway, back to the coin case glitch. If you recall the Gen 1 Mew video, there is not a single Mew that is able to transfer from Gen 1 except for a particular 2016 event Mew. And there was absolutely no Mew that was released for the Gen 2 Virtual Console games. However, the Pokemon bank checks are actually only tied to the OT and Trainer ID, so if we were to, let's say, make this Mew into that same event Mew, which can funnily enough be changed via arbitrary code execution, we might be able to sneak it in there. How about that? So let's just put Mew into the first slot of our party in lieu of the egg, and get started on this tedious thing here. Every single line here requires you to repeat all of the steps. Rename your box, save at a Pokemon Center, go to the Pokemon Mart, go here, open your Dex, listen to Bellsprout, use the coin case. Rinse, repeat. So this first one is simply getting a Mew. We did that already. Running this code will allow us to change Mew's first move to Pound, because this just isn't going to work. By using this code next, we can change the trainer ID to the fabled 22796. You remember, yeah. Then we have this, to get us an OT of GF. You might think you're done here, but there are actually invisible pesky remainders in the OT called Trash Bites, so you actually have to do all of these fun codes as well. That's a total of 7 runs of the glitch, to get Mew totally trash-free and ready to roll. Now, we've done it. We're officially Pokemon Legends. We've come so far on this journey, and I can't believe it. We have a complete Gen 2 Living Dex. After transferring all these guys to my copy of Crystal, we can visit the Celadon condos and find the Game Freak director, who gives us a diploma for all of our hard work. Of course, we're going to print that out and treasure it forever. Now, we could just give ourselves a pat on the back and go home, but wait, that's not all you can do with this glitch. Far from it. Look at these secret menus. A shiny Falkner? What the Falk? One place I've been dying to see again is the Safari Zone. Remember how the warden blocked it off? Not a problem. With our new glitchy self, we can go right on in to see... Oh. The yard maintenance crew hasn't been here in a good while, huh? Wow, well that may have been underwhelming. What if we go into the heart of the Cinnabar volcano? Just kidding. I don't have a fire tunic, and I don't want to melt. Well, what's possibly even cooler than making an entire Generation 2 Living Dex? How about a shiny Generation 2 Living Dex? That's right. We can make any Pokemon we want into a shiny version with only 2 more rounds of ACE. So if I clone my Mew, then perform these runs, we will forever have a blue Johto-made Mew that can go into Pokemon Bank, which is quite possibly one of the rarest and most impossible Pokemon ever. I think that there's only one more thing to do here if you've had enough fun with the Pokemon Maker tool. We can go with a little bit of a different setup. The Pokemon will be the same, except for we need Quagsire to hold an HP up instead of a protein. You may need to recatch a low-level low AV Pokemon as well. Then rearrange our PC box to look like this. Any item times 4, slot 2 will be 56 PP up, slot 3, 99x accuracy, slot 4 will be black glasses times 44.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Of course, this is an item you may have received from a shady guy in Dark Cave. Get it? Shady guy. Then slot 5 needs to be 44 dire hits, but unfortunately so does slot 6, so you have to overflow that first one to 99. And last but not least, TM16, which was the prize you received for beating Price. You should still have this. Nobody likes ice moves anyway.
Burn! Burn!
Instead of Cherry Grove, we can head over to New Barktown and do the coin case glitch from Elm's lab. Again, exiting the lab, walking 4 steps to the right, then listening to Bellsprout and using the coin case. This will automatically open up a Lost Pokemon memory card game where we can try and match the cards to win. You basically try to match as many as you can, but if you fail 3 times, you're out. This is awesome! Well, I'm proud to say that my Johto journey feels complete. I have done everything I set out to do here, and I feel absolutely thrilled to not only have a complete Gen 1 Living Dex, but now all 251 Pokemon from Gen 2 as well. I've made so many new friends, and I know one day I will look back on this adventure and smile.
You know, I think you will, for sure. Wait, you're... Yes. Well, kind of. Alternate dimensions gets kind of confusing. Alternate dimension? Like the me I battled from 3 years ago? No. It gets more complicated as you go on, you see. Mega Evolutions, Z moves, Gigantamax. Giganta what now? Oh, don't worry, I actually am you though. You'll see later. Anyway, I came here in this point of time to tell you something very important. And this is one of the most amazing moments of your Pokemon career. Don't ever forget this moment right now. You came here, of all places, to tell me good job? Yeah. Yes, I'll never forget this. So, yeah, okay, I gotta go. I have to go take a call from Walk Off the Earth. What is Walk Off the Earth? Oh, right, you'll find out later. Alright. Wait, before you go. Do I become the very best? Spoilers. I can tell you that you will advance so far. Alright, later, dude.
Well, that is one more incredible adventure in the books. Once again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Until next time, stay awesome, Pokemon fans.
Cody!
Hey, Professor, I have great news! I finally caught all 251 Pokémon in the Johto region! Even Mew again!
Congratulations on catching Mew. I always had faith in you. Catching Mew. Get it? You, Mew?
Oh God.
I crack myself up sometimes.
Every Pokémon Ever is 100% non-profit, by the fans for the fans, but there is a way that you can help out. We're supporting St. Jude Children's Hospital. Donate today and help end childhood cancer.